Hello, this week on Learn to Thrive with ADHD, we are talking about how to be on time. And we are talking about that all the places in different ways. And so you can check out the blog post. You can follow us on Instagram and see the reels that are coming out this week for that. And anywhere else we are. And obviously right here. So there's a freebie this week that is the How to Be on Time checklist. And in this video, what I'm going to do is be going through that checklist, and there are 3 steps to it. And I will tell you at the end of the video exactly how to get that, along with some other downloads that will be super helpful to you. So step 1, we're going to adjust your sleep. When I'm working with my clients, one of the biggest things we need to start with almost everyone, is adjusting their sleep. They say themselves that they are going to bed too late and waking up too late. There's lots of reasons, and I'm going to do a video all about sleep. But what we do is we start working on creating a simple evening routine that gets them in bed earlier. I say simple on purpose. I have a whole video on routines, but when you're creating these routines, keep them very simple. That way they're easier to follow. There's a point to that. And what you want to do is look at your day for tomorrow. Do you have it planned out, or do you just need to think it through and maybe write it down? What's happening tomorrow? Where do you have to be? What do you have to have? Set out your clothes. That makes a huge difference. There's a thing called decision fatigue. And if you are starting out your morning making all kinds of decisions, you only have a limited amount of decisions before you're just worn out making decisions, and it's more difficult to make them. So setting out your clothes the night before, that is a decision you do not have to make in the morning. It's done for you. Set a reasonable bedtime and commit. The commit part is the part I really want you to pay attention to. We have to commit to going to bed at a certain time. You don't necessarily have to go to sleep, but you don't want to be scrolling on your phone. You don't want to be watching TV. You don't want to be doing things that keeps your eyes open or keeps you sitting up. What I have worked with a lot of my clients on, because we have very busy brains. For some of us, I know myself included, simply going to bed at 9 p.m. and closing my eyes sounds like torture and feels like torture. My brain is busy, and I need to engage it in some sort of way. So with some of my clients, what works and what might work for you, it works for me, is you can listen to something but not watch something. And the goal is that you are laying down with your eyes closed. You don't have to go to sleep, so there's no stress in that. And you can listen to something. Now, obviously, don't pick something that's super engaging and you're going to want to stay up listening to like an exciting book all night long. One thing that's super helpful for me is Wayne Dyer, an author. I really like a lot of his books, but I've listened to them so many times that I don't have to pay attention to them. And his voice is very soothing, and so that's helpful for me. And then media to sleep is the next on the checklist, and we already talked about that, and I put there listen, don't watch. So step 2, simple morning routine. Again, there's the word simple, right? And you create this for yourself. You create the morning that you want to have, not the morning you think you should have. There's a big difference. Create the morning that you want to have. And just get in the things that need to be there. Don't go crazy. Don't try to make sure, if you're not exercising or meditating or whatever, would be your ideal morning already, don't try to squeeze those things in right now. We're just shifting. We're learning to be on time, and just keep it very, very. Give yourself space to enjoy your morning. Do something that just makes you happy in the morning. That's a big deal. And make sure you have made that time in order to have that thing. So you might be getting up earlier in order to do something you really enjoy. That way you're excited to get out of bed and you start your day off well. Get up early enough not to rush. Prep breakfast if possible. And that's another way to be ready and not have to make a decision in the morning. Have items for the day collected. I noticed, and I think this is an ADHD coping mechanism that I've learned over the years. This may work for you, it may not, but I noticed yesterday that I have a limited number of bags, and that's where I put all the items for when I need to go somewhere. I have one purse. I have one laptop bag that I will take to my gym office. I have one gym bag that if I'm not taking my laptop, I'll use that bag. That is a very limited amount of places that I could lose things. If I happen to not hang up my keys, they are either in my purse or in my laptop bag or in my gym bag. That's it. That may be helpful to you to pare down where things could be. Also have a home for all the items. Your keys should go in the same place every time. My keys, for example, sometimes they're not on the hook next to the door where I've trained myself to put them, and that did take some training, but there's a limited amount of places they could be if I failed to hang them up, right? And so if you create a home, you're more likely going to get them in the home. So when I say a home, the home for my keys is the hook next to the door. The home for my purse is a shelf in my closet. The home for my laptop bag is a space next to my closet. So if you practice putting them in the same place every time, that's their home, and you'll always know where to find them for the most part. It really limits the amount of places that they could be if you practice doing that. Step 3 is time everything. And I mean this in a few different ways. So how long does it actually take you to get ready? So say you're trying to be on time to work or be on time to school or whatever it might be. You probably, because of a lack of time awareness, don't have a good idea of how long it actually takes you to get out the door in the morning. So when I say time it, I'm not sure where the camera's at right now, but hopefully you can see this. I really like visual timers. You can set a stopwatch on your phone, whatever you need to do, and I want you to time how long things take. How long does it take you to take a shower? How long does it take you to get dressed? How long does it take you to eat breakfast? But you're going to time these things and then record it somewhere because you will forget. It's kind of part of the working memory part of this, right? I know recently, I'll give you an example. I timed how long it takes me to do my client notes when I work with ADHD clients one-on-one. I just wasn't sure how long it took. I know I was giving myself a certain amount of time, and I timed it. I timed it with my half-hour clients, and I timed it with my hour clients. And I knew how long those things took. And the very next day, my husband asked me how long it takes to do my client notes, and I could not tell him because I did not record it like I tell my clients to do. So time things and record them. You're going to have some setbacks with this. You're going to maybe set a stopwatch on your cell phone and forget that you set that stopwatch. It's okay. Just keep trying. Are you leaving yourself enough time? And that's kind of back to step 2, creating that space. Do you need to get up earlier? Do you need to go to bed earlier? Do you need 45 minutes to get ready, but you're only giving yourself 30? And our goal here is to be on time. And as we're going through our morning or whatever time of day it is, being less stressed, less rushed. We want you to be calm and collected and still get there on time. All right. So you want to make sure you're giving yourself enough time. Do you have time to relax and get centered? That's kind of back to that, giving yourself space to enjoy your morning. Map out how long it takes to get there. And then set an alarm for 10 minutes and 5 minutes before you have to leave. This is super helpful for me. I know some people feel that they ignore their alarms. Set the alarm the way that you need to set it. Maybe name it. Sometimes people set alarms on their phones and they don't know what that alarm was for. I know when I go to my other office, I have an alarm that goes off every day, and this just works for me. It goes off every day. It doesn't shut off unless I shut it off, and that tells me, hey, it's time to gather your stuff and get ready to go. And that one for me is 15 minutes ahead. 15 minutes gives me enough time to put on my tennis shoes, gather the things I need to gather, and maybe have a snack, say goodbye, and get out the door. Get to my other office on time. So this is the checklist. You don't have to take notes. You can just go to the website and download this. I am asking for your email. We are sending out some fantastic emails. We email you twice a week. The first one is letting you know about the topic for the week, and that will have the blog post, the YouTube video, and the freebie in it so that you can watch everything on the topic. This week happens to be being on time management, right? You can watch everything on the topic, and you have what you need with the freebie to implement it, and you have another angle on it with the YouTube video, or you can consume it in the way that you want to consume it, whether it's the blog or the YouTube video. So that's email number 1, and that's going to start going out on Tuesdays. And then on Thursdays, it's a coaching concept. It is things I teach my clients. It is things I learn from my clients, their client stories or their successes. It is ways to do things. It's just a super helpful email. So we really work hard to provide value with that. So that is it for this week. As far as announcements, I have decided that group coaching is going to be put on the back burner for a little while because we are finally starting the podcast. So that will be another way that you can consume content. And I'm hoping to get that off the ground in the next month. We are also doing a good job across all platforms being consistent. So we'll be showing up here for you more often. So if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. We have great topics on helping your adult ADHD planned for every week. So check out the link in the description as far as how to get the freebie. And I will see you next week. Thanks.